Hi, I'm D. I review rums, and this is 1833. All right. Good morning, rum lovers. Good afternoon, rum lovers. Good evening, rum lovers. Just greetings to wherever you are in the world. Today I have a Appleton Estate 15 unboxing as well. Shout out to Miss Sandra. Thank you very much. She's come from Jamaica and bought me a bottle of rum, and I love that. Also want to shout out to MW Elite, who won a cup final this week. And want to shout out to everybody who is doing their GCSEs and A levels and that. I know those exams, it's exam period now over in the UK. So good luck to everybody taking exams. And also, if you haven't checked out my last conversation with Lauren that came out a couple of weeks ago, depending on when you're watching this, check that out. It's a previous set of videos. Check that conversation out. Great conversation with her. Talking about the art world and just general, you know how we're doing my conversations, just general chitty chat, but some real good things in that. So here, we've got Appleton Estate. So for those who don't know, Appleton Estate is a Jamaican rum, and they produce a Jamaican rum brand. They produce a whole lot of different rums, and this one happens to be their 15-year-old. So am I expecting big things? Yeah, because also I don't think I've actually ever reviewed an Appleton Estate rum before. So yeah, I think it's the first for a channel. Definitely reviewed Jamaica rums, but never an Appleton Estate. And I've seen this, I'm gonna chuck it down there. All right. So first things first. Oh yeah. So let's get. Ooh. Okay. That smells good. All right, so before I get into the smells, I'm just looking at the bottle. So because it's aged, it's a 15-year-old rum, aged at least 15 years, in what they call in their Black River Casks. And also what caught my eye is that it's got a name or something there. I think it's Joy Spence, and Joy Spence apparently was the master blender for this particular edition. So, Joy, thank you very much. So first, let's talk about color. It's a nice dark color, nice rich, nice. It's give me a sort of brandy sort of color, but as I swirl it around, it's got some lovely legs in that. And as we all know, legs are a good indication of sugar content and alcohol content, so that's a very good start. I'm not sure, I always say this, I'm not sure the camera's picking it all up, but there are some great legs on this. Yeah, okay. Aroma-wise, yeah, this smells like definitely smells like a Jamaican rum. It's actually, Mo, tell you what, it smells more like a Guyanese rum actually. It's got a real rich, almost demerara sugar aroma coming from it. You can smell a lot of sugars coming from that. Maybe a touch of caramel, maybe a touch of vanilla, but definitely rich in the deep, dark sugars. And that's not a surprise because it's a dark rum, so it's come from we know that rum comes from molasses, so yeah. It's got a little bit of a citrusy aroma as well on the high end. So its base, its foundation is very sugary, but just at the top of that, there's also a slight citrus aroma as well. Yeah, so yeah, because perhaps a little bit of vanilla in there as well. I wouldn't say it had earthy tones, but perhaps ever so faintly a little bit of tobacco. Yeah, perhaps a little bit of tobacco leaf. I think that's in there in the mix somewhere. It's not a strong aroma, but it's in there somewhere. I can just about pick it out, you know? All right, let's give it a taste. Ooh. Okay. So it's smooth. Not the smoothest rum I've had, but it's still pretty smooth. Goes out nicely. That the little glow is a little bit late. So I'm feeling it, but it wasn't there. It wasn't like an instant hit. It just came in and just massaged the chest nicely as the flavour started to disappear. I started to feel that heat come. It's a little bit on the dry side, a tiny bit, not a particularly dry rum, but a little bit on the drier side. And flavour lingers in the mouth a little bit as well. In terms of tastes, it's a little bit, it's not, the aroma of the sugars translate into the taste. So it's not, I wouldn't say it was a sweet rum, but there is an element of sweetness to the rum. You can taste that, you could taste the sugar within it, but it's not overbearing, it's not overpowering. It just means that it's not a bitter rum. So go there. The citrusy aroma notes don't really transfer into taste, but it tastes a little bit more earthy than it smelt. I say it's a really well balanced one, and some of those comments come from the Asian rum as well. As you guys know, I'm not a great fan of younger rums. I think they don't have enough body. They don't usually have a good flavour profile. They usually be quite blah in terms of the depths of flavours and how those flavours are sort of. So for those who are meat eaters, right? It's the difference between seasoning some meat overnight and then just seasoning it and cooking it straight away. When you season it overnight, you get a chance for those flavours to get deep into the sinews and the muscles and the piece of meat, and the meat itself in return has more depth and flavour. It's more ingrained in the flavour, where if you season it and then cook it straight away, you haven't had a chance to let it marinate. And that's what I feel about younger age rums. They ain't had a chance to marinate. Those flavours ain't really marinated, ain't really got into the rum. The flavours are still in the barrel somewhere. My preference are rums up to say 23, 25 beers, because what I find is when it gets to like 23, 25, the rums become bitter. I think 15, sort of 18, maybe a 13, that sort of age gap is a sweet spot for rums. As you get older, then you really get some bitterness and you lose some of that flavour. Some of the good things you get by the aging process turn into negatives. There is a definite sweet spot when it comes to rums, for me anyhow. But I'd like to hear your thoughts. If you guys have any other thoughts and any sort of other comments on different age rums, pop in the chat. I always read them, always respond, always reply when I can. So yeah, let's go for it. It's a good rum. A little bit of caramel. Yeah. If you heard that, that's a familiar sound of Teams. My work laptop's in the background doing some nice. I should turn it off, but I'm not even working today. Right, but you know what time it is, baby? It's lime time. So let's get some lime in there. See how that changes the flavor profile. Let's give it a swizzle. Boom. Yes. Instantly, I love it. So that caramel flavor comes out. Pang. It's made it a little bit more smooth as well. So like I said, it was a smooth rum, but the smoothness is elevated that to a new level. The sweetness is there. Well, not as so this might sound like an oxymoron, because I can taste more of the sort of caramel flavors, but it doesn't taste as sweet as it did before. what it has done, and probably a byproduct of adding the lime to it, is that some of that citrus flavors come through. But what it also has done is I've lost some of that fairness. I've lost all of that glow that I had before. So there's no real, I wouldn't say it was a furnace this time. This definitely wasn't a furnace. So wouldn't class it in my winter warmer category, but that warm glow I had before has gone, and it's just a smooth rum. If I'm being absolutely fair with you, for me, it can go either way. I'm normally a strong advocate for lime and rum, but I think this one works with or without the lime. I think this rum works both ways. It just depends on what sort of flavour you're looking for, what kind of event you're at. I think without the lime, use more of a Riesling rum. You're gonna sip it slowly. You're gonna appreciate it a bit more. With the lime, you probably get through it a bit quicker in less Riesling. It's more of a, I'm in a party mood. I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna enjoy this rum whilst I'm just in this party mood. But as per usual, my recommendations for this rum: okie dokie, artichoke. Normally, as I'm drinking a rum, I'm thinking, it goes with this, goes with that, goes with this, goes with that. Not really getting that with this rum. I think, not because it's a bad rum, just nothing's really popping out and said, hey. Apart from one unusual thing. So, the usual Cokes, your lemonades, yes, will go well with this. I also think this would go well as a dark and stormy. For those who don't know, dark and stormy is just rum, ginger beer, and lime. This will work with dark and stormy. Two long shots, two a little bit out there ones. Perhaps as a rum-based old fashioned, and perhaps with cranberry juice. I think this could work with cranberry juice and a slice of lime. I think with a slice of lime inside of it, gives it more of a fruity balance. And I think the cranberry would just elevate that a little bit. I think, yeah. And I'm gonna go cranberry would be a good mixer for this. All right. So I've got the recommendations. Let's give you the scores and notes. That's what you care about. You're thinking, should I buy this rum? Yeah or nay? So you know what we do. We go buy and keep, buy and enjoy. And now buy there with it. It's a tough one, actually. It's a good rum, great flavour profile, good body to it. It's deep and the flavours are rich, but it's missing something. It hasn't quite got that je ne sais quoi. It hasn't got that thing up there that you can't really describe or understand what it is. And so for that reason only, I'm gonna say buy and enjoy. It's a good rum, almost a buy and keep, but that magic touch is just missing something. And so for that reason, it can't be elevated to the highest echelons.